It's a people, it's a community, it's a life, it's a heart, it's a spirit.
Parents of gay children say, I want my son, my gay son, to have the same opportunity to come to me and say, hey, Dad, I'm getting married, as my non-gay son or my non-gay daughter.
The heck would you want a picture of a tattoo of $1,000 on your penis for?
You might just need to satisfy yourself sexually alone at that point.
Do I regret it? Not one bit. Did I think that I would actually take it to the next step and do it again?
And what goes into their life, how they handle it. There are 12 houses, and each one of those houses has a particular function.
Look into yourself, think about it, and just be whoever it is that speaks to you.
Hello and welcome to Talking About. We are live on the 28th of August, 2008. We're talking about, I'm Jon Griffith, we're talking about S.T.A.R.S, and my guest tonight is Frances. I'm going to my cheat sheet because I just blanked out Scarantino. Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Well, my brain. I'm blonde. What do you want? S.T.A.R.S is an acronym.
Yes.
And it stands for?
Striving to achieve and reach success. Okay.
And it's a youth program.
Yes. We service children from the ages of 4 all the way on up to 21.
Okay. And what are the origins of the organization?
Well, it started back 1995. My brother, who's quite some years younger than I, and his friends were talking about there was nothing to do in the area. There's no place to hang out. There's nothing safe to do, but besides hanging out on the corner, which my mother did not allow, being from strict Italian heritage. So they were, just talking about that, and I said, you know what, we should really have some place where kids can congregate and hang out and do their own thing, and that's where the idea came about, a youth center. So I recruited some support from some neighborhood people. And we talked about it and actually put it down to paper, pen to paper, and we were incorporated in 1996, sitting in my parents' dining room, working on the papers. And when we actually got incorporated and we started doing some area things before we actually had a physical center.
Okay, well, what are some of the activities that you did in the beginning? Before we had a physical center?
We did some dances in the park. We actually did some graffiti cleanups, which we've done consistently throughout the years as well. Just things, we did some stuff in the public library as well, some arts and crafts things in the public library. We use school and church halls and things like that. Any space that we can get, we got, and we did things in them.
Was it a challenge to find space?
It certainly was. And going through all the red tape, there's a lot of paperwork out there. So if you wanted to have a dance in the park, you needed, at that time, you needed a sound permit, you needed a permit from the Parks Department, and then you needed, to get a DJ and then the word out and things like that. So it was definitely a challenge.
Especially, it's a 100% volunteer organization.
That's correct. Since the very beginning, we've been 100% volunteers. From myself, who's almost a volunteer, to everyone that runs all the different programs.
That's just amazing. I always have to give it to those who do community service and outreach and just helping people in general. It's such a great thing.
Well, we get our own rewards. Just seeing the smiles on the children's faces is 100% worth it.
Right. Well, just especially since now, unfortunately, the streets aren't getting safer. And you need safe spaces for young people to go.
That's absolutely true.
Especially in that age range. So that's great. So in growing and expanding, you did eventually find your own space? We did. We had a very small space in 1997, and we actually rented that space for a while. And then we grew into a larger space where we are now in 1998. And what area do you serve?
We are physically located in Harrod Beach, but we service the neighborhoods of Harrod Beach, Ozone Park, and the surrounding community, such as Broad Channel, Richmond Hill, etc.
Okay. So, and just to get the information out, a few times during the show, where can people find a little bit more information if they want to call you? What's the number or website?
Okay, they can call me at 718-845-6956, or our website is www.starsyouthcenter.com.
Okay, and we're going to repeat that throughout the show because we want to get that word out as much as possible. Great. Because it's such a great thing, and it's so great to have that available.
Great.
So in the new space, obviously, since the area of space that you had expanded, I'm sure the activities grew as well.
Absolutely. You got it. And at first we only had the downstairs, and then we actually grew and we took over the entire building. So it's 2 floors of activities now. Okay.
And what are some of the activities that you could find there?
Okay, right now I could give you the whole schedule, go through the entire week of activities, and it's starting next week in September, and it goes throughout the entire school year. And then in the summer we have different activities. But
okay.
What's coming up is on Mondays we have hip hop.
Okay, and what does that entail?
Hip hop, it's a dance class.
Right. Okay.
There are dance studios out there, but we service children that are maybe as serious as going to this dance studio, or can afford some of the dance studio fees and things of that nature. So hip hop is generally the music that the kids are listening to.
Right. And yeah, that much I know. I just wanted to know a little bit more about the class and the activity.
Yeah, we have a volunteer that teaches the class. And you get a uniform, you get a practice kind of costume or uniform, and then we actually do a show at the end of the year. We call it a showcase, and everyone that participates in a performance class gets to show off what they learned throughout the year.
Okay, that's great. So you can show the whole family that they're not wasting their time. And,
yeah, absolutely.
And helping the kids also.
Oh, and they're so proud of their accomplishments, and they get trophies at the end as well.
That's great. So
yeah.
And what else happens during the week?
So that's Monday from 4 to 5. Also on Monday on the top floor we have board games and puzzles.
Okay.
Okay. So if you don't want to dance and you have something you have some time on your hands, you can participate in some board games with some of your fellow youth and doing some puzzles. And we do some prizes as well. We do contests like who could put the puzzle together the fastest, and different board games is available as well for the different age groups.
Do people bring their own games, or are there?
They could bring their own games if they'd like, but we have a large selection as well.
Okay. So that's great. I mean, I do board game nights with my friends, even, yeah.
So do I. Lots of fun, right?
It is. Yeah, it's like once a month we get together, we throw a little potluck and just have fun for the evening.
Yeah, good old-fashioned fun.
Yes.
And so that's Monday. On Tuesday we have a tap and jazz class, also from 4 to 5. And that's in our downstairs facility. It's a wooden floor downstairs with some mirrors, so we can hold dance classes and use the large space for lots of different things. And upstairs we do bingo.
Okay. Gotta love the bingo.
Gotta love the bingo. It's not just for senior citizens. And it's great. And with the younger children, they actually get to practice their letters and their numbers as well. So there's a little educational component to it as well.
Okay. Are there also any drop-in study groups or things along those lines?
Before 4 o'clock, you could come in and do your homework, and we actually have some homework assistants available. We have some volunteers there that are helping out.
Okay. So and we're on to
Wednesday. Wednesday upstairs is arts and crafts, and we have a very large kitchen area, and that's where we hold our arts and crafts class. And we do something different every week, from tie-dyeing, which is what the kids did during summer camp last week, to magnets for your refrigerator or holiday-themed events, crafts as well.
Okay. And
downstairs is sports night. And sports night, because the downstairs facility is not a large facility, it's not as big as a gymnasium, but we do try to do different things. We have little miniature basketball hoops.
Okay.
So we'll do a 3-shooter contest. We do bowling. We do a little miniature golf. Lots of different kinds of sports. We actually do a little croquet. So it's good for the children's hand-eye coordination as well.
So, yeah, it sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah, there's prizes too. That's the best part.
I like prizes. Okay, so on to Thursday.
Thursday is cheerleading. Cheerleading is what we started with. When we first opened up the youth center, we had 3 cheerleading classes, and that was about it. We had maybe an arts and crafts class here and there, but the cheerleading class was always very strong. It's a lot of fun.
Is it still one of the most popular
It is
activities?
still one of the most popular because there's not that many cheerleading programs in the area.
Okay.
So, they have other sports programs in the area, but cheerleading is really not offered as predominantly as the other sports in the area. So it is very popular.
And do you have the option for it to be co-ed?
Yes, absolutely. We welcome all the classes, and all the program is co-ed. Okay. So if there's boys that want to join cheerleading, and you'll see on college teams and some high school team spots, there's
more
also...
and more. I mean,
yeah,
you see the competitive cheerleading on some of the sports channels, and it's amazing.
Yes, it truly is. And so you see that there are males involved in the cheerleading as well. But so yes, it is co-ed. And upstairs we have computer games. We have a computer lab upstairs. All the computers were donated, which is fantastic. And some of the games were donated as well. So they're able to play some computer games and actually get their hands on a computer. Not every child has a computer at home. And some of the schools aren't always as equipped with computers as well, so they actually get to go on there and explore and learn how to use a mouse pad and the keyboard and have some fun.
Is it self-contained or is it internet? Is it
There's no internet access right now. No.
So
we're working our way up there.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's a good thing, especially if with younger kids you want to have some supervision or,
right.
or
You
limit
want to make
the
sure
access.
they're not getting onto sites they're not supposed to be on.
Exactly.
Yes.
So
that's Thursday, and on Friday is my favorite movie night.
Yeah, I hear you have a decent-sized screen there.
We have a 100-inch screen and a projector, so we'll either rent some movies or buy some movies, and we have a full schedule of the different movies that we're viewing. They're all PG. There might be one PG-13, but it does say it on our website, so if you have a child that's younger and you don't want to expose them to anything that's not appropriate, you go onto the website and check out the ratings as well.
Okay, that's great. I mean, just so that the information's available for the
Yes.
parent. That's good.
But absolutely 99% of the time it's rated PG anyway.
Okay.
And it's a lot of fun. We give out popcorn, and you're sitting in a movie theater, it looks like. It's a lot of fun.
It is. It sounds like it. And what about weekend activities? Are there any just random activities, or is it?
We do organize some weekend activities. That's when we do our community cleanups. We like to teach the children to give back to the neighborhood as well. So we've done some graffiti cleanups in the past. We did a playground build as well. We actually cleaned up a desolate area of the neighborhood where it was parkland, but there was no playground area.
Okay.
And that was a few years back, 2000, I believe. And we cleaned that up. And we entered a contest, and we won. We won first place. So we actually won a grant for $15,000, and we got to meet Derek Jeter, which was really cool. The kids loved that. And he had some words of encouragement to the children as well. He signed baseballs and cards and things like that. So they actually got to see their hard work. Not only are they giving back to the neighborhood, but they're being rewarded as well.
Right.
So that was to kick off our community playground build. We did a lot of different fundraisers, and we raised quite a bit of money to purchase the playground equipment. And then we recruited volunteers from the neighborhood and beyond to actually put the playground equipment together. And it took us a total of 2 days to put it together. 2 very long days.
But it's such a great service. I just want to open up the phone line now. It's 718-460-9802. If you have any questions about the S.T.A.R.S program, or how you can help, or how you can start your own, and if you're not in the area that's immediately serviced by the S.T.A.R.S program, I'm sure you'd be more than happy to give a little insight.
Sure, absolutely.
So what are some of the most rewarding experiences that you've had with it?
A lot of the rewarding experiences come back when a youth has either outgrown the program or has moved away and then has come back and told me how much of an effect that the programs have had on their lives. That's really rewarding. I'm getting actually goosebumps talking about it. Just to hear, the things that, how their lives changed because we were with them. And even if it's something small and insignificant, it made a big significance in their lives, and they come back to tell us about it. That is extremely rewarding. And you get the direct reward by working with them. Children are so much fun. Kids they're a lot of fun. They're a lot of work, but they're a lot of fun. So the immediate reward is just seeing their smiles and knowing that they're having a good time and knowing they're in a safe place.
Okay. And again, 718-460-9802. Dial in, ask a question, give us a comment, because we want to hear from you.
Great.
And so it, as you said earlier, is 100% volunteer.
Yes.
And we do have a call, so we'll get back to that.
Okay.
And we may have lost the call, so we want you to call. Numbers on the screen. Dial. Don't chicken out. So 100% volunteer.
Yes.
And how do you recruit your volunteers?
Well, just basically right now through word of mouth, because we've been around for a while. But when we first started, I actually went to a lot of the civic organizations in the area. And I went to the community board and just basically talked to a lot of people in the neighborhood. And I was really surprised and shocked about how much community support we had and how many people stepped up to volunteer, whether it was on our board of directors or was someone that wanted to work directly with the children. Okay,
and the volunteering information is on the website also?
Yes, it is.
Okay, and the website again?
www.starsyouthcenter.com.
Okay, and we're going to, like I said before, we're going to keep throwing that out there because we want you to get volunteers. We want you to get more kids in there so you can help them out. And is there any specific success story? You mentioned the rewards of people outgrowing the, aging out of the program and coming back. Is there one person that stands out in your mind?
Oh, there's so many. There really is so many. I hate to single one person out. But the best is also when they come back and then they want to volunteer and they want to instruct a class. I had someone that I taught as a cheerleading coach, and I taught her to be a cheerleader, and then she came back and she coached the cheerleading squad. And the same thing with the dance classes. And I was a novice at that as well. I was never on a cheerleading squad. So when I had to coach a cheerleading team, I had to learn all the cheers and the routines myself. The same thing with the dance classes. And they really outgrew me. They were phenomenal. And then they came back and taught their younger peers how to do the same thing. And that was fantastic.
Okay. So if one of the volunteers wants to initiate a program, what's the process for that?
Oh, we welcome that. They would give me a call. We'd set up an appointment and meeting time and place, and we talk about what it would entail. If they need to purchase supplies, if we need to purchase supplies, or if we already had them, how to get the word out. Is there a direct need for it as well? You know, if there's another program in the direct area that is already doing it, I don't want to compete with them. I want to offer something different, something new and something different. So then we talk about that, and then we set it up.
Okay.
So they just need to get in touch with me. That's the first step.
Okay, and you just kind of make sure that they're aware of the commitment that they're taking. Absolutely,
yes. We don't want to start something, have the kids all psyched and excited about it, and then it doesn't go through.
Right. So, I mean, you mentioned there are programs that go on throughout the school year and then separately throughout the summer.
And also different programs that we do on the weekends.
Okay.
Like dances. We did a lot of different community dances in the parks. That was a lot of fun. And it brought everybody together from the street corners into one location, and just dancing and having a great time.
Okay, so say somebody gives you a call, they say, I know how to do this, and I can commit to 6 to 10 weeks, and I think we can accomplish something in that. That's something that you're looking for?
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Give me a call, and we'll sit down, we'll talk it through. We'll work out the logistics, find a date and time that accommodates them, as well as something that's open in the space that we already have. If we can't do it in our space, we'll look to other spaces as well.
Okay. And you're funded through donations and grants?
Through donations mostly, and we do get some grants from the state. That is through discretionary funds from our state elected officials.
Okay. So, and we do have a call. So, caller, when you're ready, just say hello.
Hello?
Hi. You have a question or a comment?
Okay. Yeah, I have a cheer for Frank. She's doing a great job.
Thank you.
Do you have any question about any of the programs?
Yeah, I did a shoot Brian from S.T.A.R.S. It's great. My child's in there. Just wanted to come on live. One of my child's teachers is Jan, I believe it was. Excellent teacher. You know, I just want to give you some praise that you're on.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that.
And what you did from office spectacular to the neighborhood. And I can't wait to see you in running for council one day.
Thank you. Maybe one day, maybe.
You do. I just wanted to let you know one other thing. You do look stunning on TV.
Oh, thank you.
Secret admirer.
A secret admirer. Thank you, caller.
All right. Thank you for calling again, 718-460-9802.
And, you know, be welcome to compliment me. I love it.
You deserve it.
Thanks.
You really do. I mean, yeah, just such great work. With the Night Toward the Future, what do you have planned? I mean, you want to continue growing, expand more programs, bigger facility? Oh,
I'd love a bigger facility. I don't know if we can actually afford a bigger facility right now, but maybe sometime in the future, sure. We also like to expand our programs, and at one time we had a lot more programs because we had a lot more volunteers, because volunteerism it's definitely a challenge to get volunteers. So we actually, at one time we had a drama class, and we actually would put on a little play and things like that. We don't have that now, so I'm really looking to do more and try to get the areas that are not covered now and cover them.
And we do have another caller, if we can minimize the feedback on that. Okay, caller, whenever you're ready, say hello.
Hi, my name's Victoria Silverizzo, and my nephews are sitting here with me, and I can't tell you, the past 2 weeks they just started the program, and they have not stopped raving and raving about this program. I was just thrilled to see that they were just so happy. They skipped a date to go to Seaside Heights to Jersey because they love the program so much. And they just rant and rave about the program, and to see that the way that Frances has organized everything, and with the children, and just with the community, and brought everybody together, she's really a blessing to us all. And I want to thank you so much for bringing this.
Thank you, Victoria.
And the guys want to say hi, Frances.
Hi, guys.
Hi,
Hi.
So they just love you.
Thank you. I love them too. I want to say hi to all the kids out there, all the kids that are in the programs. I love you all.
Thank you so much for calling.
Thanks again.
See you guys tomorrow. Pizza party.
That's so great. I mean, it's just, I can see just from the last two calls, you're touching people's lives, and that's just so wonderful. So you said that people should call you if they have an idea or program that they want to start, and what's the number that they should call you after the show?
718-845-6956.
Okay, she's not there right now?
No.
After the show. After the show. Right now it's 718-460-9802. And the website again is starsyouthcenter.com.
Correct.
Okay. Again, grants and donations.
Mm-hmm.
More information about that on that website also.
Yes, absolutely. We actually just got a grant from one of our neighborhood heroes. It's the All-State Hero Grant. So we just got $1,000, and I wanted to thank him publicly as well. So we do get some donations and grants from big businesses as well. So that's fantastic.
And is there support from other civic organizations also?
Yeah, our neighborhood civics also help us out whenever we need it. I just got to give them a call, and they're there.
Okay. And any other type of...
Oh, yes. I definitely want to mention this. I also belong to the Southwest Queens Rotary. And we're actually having a beach-to-beach bike ride to eradicate polio in third world countries. Polio is still a big problem there, so to get the vaccines there, we're trying to raise funds. So the bike ride is Saturday, September 27th. Registration is at 8:30 a.m. They can call 718-845-1429 to register as well. There's going to be a concert and a barbecue at the Irish Circle afterwards in Rockaway. We're starting in Harry Beach, and we're riding all the way into Rockaway Beach, which is fantastic. And the concert is featuring the Solid State Band, sponsored by New York City Council member Joseph Adabo. The donation to ride is $20 per participant. And if you'd just like to go to the party and meet us at the Irish Circle, it's $10 to party. We're also looking for businesses that would co-sponsor the event. So it's the same number to call if you'd like to co-sponsor the event.
Okay, and is this an annual event?
Well, it's the first time we're doing it.
Okay.
I hope to make it an annual event, hoping for a great success, and it would be an annual event if it is.
Okay, so I was glad to get that information out there.
Yes,
I know you wanted to get it out there.
Thank you for reminding me.
I mean, there is so much to talk about. Just with the ever-growing need for services like this, if somebody was to look to start an organization in a different part of the borough or the country or the world, because we are on the web too, what are some of the things that they should know?
Well, every area is different, and I would actually, if you're in New York City, check with your community board. That's one of the first places that I went and sought out support, and I got some great support from my community board. Outside New York City, community boards are really just in the city. Outside the city, I don't really know if they have community boards in every city. So that's one of the great places to know. And just look at the different laws and regulations in that area. Go to your local library. That's one of the places I went as well, and read up on it. Checked out different organizations in the neighboring communities and to find out more about them and see how they got started and just follow in their footsteps.
Okay. Were there any initial challenges that you were surprised that you would hit, just bumps in the road that you can advise people so that they can avoid them?
Absolutely. You know what? I reached a lot of pessimism, and it was really a downer. And my advice is just to keep going, look beyond the pessimism, and look for the people that are optimistic, because there's just as many optimisms out there. And stick with those people and listen to them and listen to the advice that they're giving you. Know the realities, obviously, and work through them, but really stay optimistic and keep going.
And did you start 7 days a week, or did you start with one event?
No, you start with one event.
Start with one event.
One event at a time, and then we found a location, and we raised enough money to actually pay rent to a location, and then grew from there.
Okay, so slow and steady wins the race.
Absolutely, one step at a time.
Where would you like to see it go?
Where would I like to see it go? I'd like to have a lot of different youth centers in the neighboring communities. We see a lot of children from outside the area, and I always say if they could get to the youth center, they're welcome to be there. I'd never turn children away just because of where they're located. But it is a physically challenging, to get to the location if you're not in the area. So I'd love to see community youth centers throughout.
So, and when you're working with some of the younger children, is there a certain ratio of adults to children that are there to supervise properly?
It depends on the program.
Okay.
It really depends on the program. Sometimes we'll have 3 or 4 volunteers there, and there's only 10 or 12 children, and those are more of our intense programs. There's some more one-on-one time. The dance classes and the cheerleading classes, not so much. Some of the parents actually sit in as well to just to watch, so that's always helpful as well. But it really depends on what's going on and how much supervision is needed.
Okay. And is there study aid also for some of the youth?
Yes, absolutely. Before 4 o'clock is when we're doing our homework. So if someone needs help with homework, it's not tutoring, unless someone would like to volunteer and tutor.
Okay. So again, it gets back to,
yes.
Come on in and help out.
Yes, but we do have some homework help available as well.
Okay, so that's great. So you're going to need a couple of college students who would be willing to help with young people's homework.
Yes.
As needed, not do it for them, help them out, little guidance.
High school students too. We get a lot of juniors and seniors, which is fantastic. I wouldn't go younger than juniors because they actually have their own challenges.
And that looks great when you're trying to get into college. And we have a phone call. Say hello when you're ready. Hi.
Hello.
Hi, do you have a question or a comment?
Yeah, sure. I have a thing. When are they going to be fixing up Hamilton Park?
I'm sorry, can you repeat
that? It has a lot to do with these parks. I was wondering when they were fixing that up.
Can you repeat that? I'm sorry.
Hamilton Beach Park. I'm a resident of Hamilton Beach, and I was wondering when they're going to fix it up again. I knew you did a great job last time.
Yes, thank you. That was where we did the community build that I was talking about.
Okay.
We actually built the playground there when there wasn't any. Unfortunately, throughout the years, there's been some wear and tear, and it does need to be spruced up. And I'm more than willing to go out there with the kids and with some adults to spruce it up and fix it up. I think we need to purchase some new equipment, and so maybe we'll do some fundraising to get some new equipment purchased and clean it up as well.
Okay, thank you for your call. Okay, and the way that people can volunteer to help out is by calling
my number. It's 718-845-6956.
Or the email link on the website, which is
www.starsyouthcenter.com.
Thank you so much for sitting with me for this half hour.
Well, thank you for inviting me and for giving me the opportunity to spread the word.
So I'm just amazed when I meet people who are going out and doing and taking control and giving back to the community. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
So it's been a great half hour.